So the wonderful Jessica Lange has been nominated for a Golden Globe starring in the truly terrifying hit television show American Horror Story Asylum. It's Whoopi's favorite show, okay? She loves it, okay. She plays a nun who goes from running the asylum to becoming its star patient. Take a look.
It's an extraordinary thing, you know that? You throw me in the madhouse, you strip away everything I have, everything I know. You treat me like a rabid dog, like a mad woman. You know what happens? I'm blessed with the gift of total clarity. I am more sane now as a mad woman than I ever was as the head of Briarcliff.
Welcome, Jessica Lange. One scary lady.
I know. Well, I don't know.
It's the face. It's the. Why do we love to be scared?
I'm not sure. I mean, myself, I don't like to be scared, but
you just like to scare people.
Well, no. Here's the. You know, this is difficult because people always say, "Well, what do you know this and this and this about the show?" But I don't watch it. So I don't know. I just do it.
You were there already.
Yeah.
You do it really well, though. You actually, I mean, we're talking an Emmy last season for your role, and then
Globe nomination.
Exactly, and even an Emmy prior to that, was it two years ago, an Emmy for Grey Gardens? I mean, you have a knack for playing a very eccentric woman.
That was so moving. I love it. I watched it 7 times. I love it. That was good.
Yeah, those of us who have not seen the show, you describe it better than I can.
Well, I think, you know, it's Ryan Murphy, who is the creator of this, I think is genius in a way, and he touches on areas that have fascinated him his whole life. One is the idea of madness, the idea of the warehousing of human souls and what happens to them. The Catholic Church, he was raised a Catholic, and he has a lot of issues with the Catholic Church, I think. So, you know, I mean, it covers a pretty broad, and you know, then it brings in a lot of other things, this idea of psychiatry and the kind of barbarism of psychiatry, especially in the period of time that we are in, which is, I mean, if any of you are familiar with this great documentary, you know, Titicut Follies, you'll see that this is based at the same time, kind of in the same place.
In what year?
It's like mid-60s, right before a lot of these asylums were finally shut down.
Well, you know what's so great about this show is that season 2 is well on its way. But, you know, a lot of the actors who were in season 1 are back in season 2, but you guys are playing different characters, because in season 1 you were this creepy kleptomaniac, you know, neighbor in a haunted house, and now season 2 you were a nurse who ran the psychiatric facility. Then you got this crazed doctor committed you. So that's it. Now season 3, is it returning for season 3, and who are you gonna play next time?
I don't know. I don't know.
Well, it is returning.
Yes, it is returning. They have announced that.
So you never know what Ryan's going to give you.
I mean, he talks, you know, kind of in broad strokes about what it's going to be, or what, you know, the area that he wants to. I mean, like in the first season, really what he wanted to deal with was infidelity. That was a kind of a broad, you know, subject for him to cover in that. And like I said, in this one, it really had a lot to do with the idea of madness, faith, the loss of faith in all of these other. So I'm sure he'll come up with something. I'm not sure what it
Put on
is
your
yet.
scary face.
Oh, I don't know what it is.
You have to watch the other thing about. I'm sorry. I just wanted to show a little bit, if you don't mind, because there's also a fantasy scene in which you sing and dance, and your backup people are patients, supposedly. So we have a little clip of it.
Glee.
Yeah.
Very Glee.
It's a scary Glee. Take a look.
And then I say bo at a B, then I say the name, and banana, fan, and a folk. And then I say the name again with an F, very plain, and a B, fi, and a mo. And then I say the name again with an F this time, and there isn't any name that I can't rhyme.
Yeah? Singing and dancing?
Yeah, it was fun, and I have to say the great thing about working with Ryan is that he'll say to me sometimes, "What haven't you done that you want to do?" And like in this season, I said, "Well, I've never played a drunk." You know, he says, have you ever played a great drunk scene? No. So then he writes that, and then a little while later he said, "What, you know, what else would you like to do?" I said, "I'd love to sing and dance." You know, so.
Have you done the drunk scene?
Yeah.
Yeah, you've done. And this is one of your favorite shows.
Oh, I think it is one of the best written shows, and I think it's one of the truly scary shows because it's all possible.
Yeah.
That's the thing. That's the sign of a great scary thing, is that it's like, no, it's not going to happen, but it could.
But in most cases, it has.
It has.
Somewhere in the world, everything that we touch on has happened.
Before we wrap, can we go out just with some of the photos that you've been doing?
Oh, yes, of course. Yeah. This is for the show that I'm having at the Museum of Photographic Arts in San Diego. These are my photographs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I love them.
Gorgeous.
Well, you are a woman of many parts, as they say, and we're delighted to have you on. And if you want to be scared to death or be scared to hell, whatever, just watch American Horror Story Asylum, and it airs Wednesday nights on FX. We thank you for being on with us.
Thank you very much.
We'll be right back.